5 votes, and Anabi claims at least one of those votes was cast illegally by Alvarado's own attorney. News 12's Robert Wolf is in the newsroom. He's got the latest on all of this. Robert.
And Janine, Sandy Anabi says that vote was cast by attorney Wilson Soto using a Yonkers address within the voting district. But she says Soto hasn't lived there for 3 years, and that makes his vote invalid. She also claims absentee ballots were thrown out if the voter submitted them had an Arabic surname.
It's absolute fraud. It was a felony that was committed by my opponent's attorney, and it's an election that was basically stolen.
Yonkers City Councilwoman Sandy Anabi alleges this man, attorney Wilson Soto, voted illegally in the September Democratic primary for the 17th County Legislative District. Soto cast what's called an affidavit ballot, and Anabi's attorney says the address Soto used, 279 South Broadway, is fake. How does he know? He spoke with the landlord of the building, who says Soto has not lived there for 3 years.
If a person files an affidavit with the Board of Elections saying, I live at XYZ address, and that's a lie, okay, and then casts an illegal vote, that's a crime.
I would never ask any voter to do anything fraudulent on my behalf. I don't need it, never have.
Jose Alvarado, the incumbent legislator who won the primary against Anabi by only 5 votes, says his opponent's claim of voter fraud is just sour grapes.
Mr. Soto was appointed to the city council out of that address over 8 years ago, and he has voted at that address forever.
But Sandy Anabi's lawyer, Sam Abadi, showed us a copy of an invitation Soto sent out for a reception at his house this month that lists his home address as being right here, 8 Huron Road, which is outside the 17th County Legislative District. And Soto's vote is not the only thing Anabi is challenging. She claims several absentee ballots were never opened and counted in the race simply because the person voting had an Arabic surname. Anabi is Arab American and Alvarado Hispanic.
We were able and we were ready to present numerous people who are about to testify of the voter fraud that they witnessed and that they were subjected to.
But Anabi's witnesses never got to testify. The Democratic Supreme Court judge ruled in favor of the incumbent and never ordered the ballots in question to be opened. Anabi and her lawyer are petitioning the U.S. Justice Department to look into their allegations. News 12 will, of course, follow that development. We also tried to contact Wilson Soto for his response to those allegations, but we were told he was in court conducting a trial today and was not available to comment.
Robert, these are very serious allegations. Could this election wind up being overturned and a new primary election ordered?
Well, Janine, that's always a possibility, but the Justice Department would have to determine that fraud did take place, and most importantly, that legitimate votes were suppressed or not counted. While Anabi says that was the case, the Justice Department would have to launch its own investigation. With the general election less than a month away, it's unclear if that would happen in time.
All right, Robert, we certainly will be watching all these developments closely. Thank you very much for that report. Right.